Okay, moment of truth. Okay, the moment of truth was it didn't start. Hey friends, Joe the Farmer here, and as you can see, the weather is still cold. In the video I posted yesterday, you may have seen that, our cabin and our property's just been hammered by this ice storm, and I know a lot of folks in the south are getting hit by it. People in Texas, our hearts and prayers are with you all. That's just rough down there, what you guys are going through, and we've had some damage here and there, which we'll fix. It's not the end of the world, but still it kind of stinks. You have a bunch of repairs to make just because you have a storm, but kids had fun playing in the snow, and we were stuck in Nashville. We couldn't get back to the farm, and I made the trip, braved the roads, and they were actually okay. The municipal service people did a great job, especially considering the fact we don't have the kind of tools you all have up north. This is not expected. Tennessee weather's crazy. It's very unpredictable, but for the most part, they work with what they have, and they've done a great job. We keep losing power. It keeps coming off and on, so I'm not sure kind of what our power situation is going to be here. As of right now, the power's off, but we're really kind of fighting against frozen pipes and ice dams and all kinds of really fun things. So I'm out here at a tractor barn. They dropped off my Kioti RX7320 after the first 50-hour service, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to go in there and do a cold start of it. And then in one of my previous videos, I referenced that we were going to have something added to it that was going to be really helpful for a project around here. And as the expression goes, if you ever want to hear God laugh, make a plan. So my plan was to do a big reveal and do a cool kind of video series with that thing, because I do have very specific jobs for this, but I didn't really expect it to be storm cleanup. But here we are. There's a lot of trees down. We do have a lot of opportunity for cutting more firewood, but today let's go hop in the Kioti and let's see how this thing starts when it's freezing cold. Right now I believe it's about 29 degrees. It has been 10, 11, and this thing's been sitting there for about 5 days, 6 days, so it hasn't started since then. It should start right up, but hey, I think you guys are a lot like me, and we just like to watch machines move, start, operate, work, and we're just gearheads. That's what we like. So anyway, let's go to the Kioti, let's start it up, and then I'll show you what's on the tractor. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm sitting here in the tractor. I have my bill, which that's always good to have. These things, as most of you probably know, diesel engines have glow plugs. So my understanding is that you do 2 cycles of the glow plugs. You put the glow plugs on there, wait for the squiggly line to go off, and then you do it again, and then you start it up, and it should start right up. So let's give it a shot and see how it works. All right, so there's the squiggly lines. We'll let those cycle, and then once they go off, I'll turn it off and do it again. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, the moment of truth was it didn't start, but that's because they left the power shuttle wand in the reverse position. Maybe that was it. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let this tractor warm up for about 5, probably 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you what's on the front. It's awesome. And hey, while we're waiting on this thing to warm up, if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button down there and give us a like. We'd appreciate the support, and hope to have you back here at the farm in the future. So. Okay, so the video may have kind of given it away, but I picked up a 72-inch Titan attachments, or excuse me, Titan Implement. There's 2 different companies. Titan Implement is made here in Decatur, Tennessee, and Titan Attachments is like the one you can get on Amazon. And I believe a lot of their stuff is not made domestically, but don't quote me on that. I do know though that this one is made in the great state of Tennessee, and this thing is a beast. 72 inches wide, 2 hydraulic grapples. How much cooler could this get? The one thing that's not cool is one of these hydraulic lines is leaking, and this is the first time I've ever fired it up, so I'd probably just have to tighten up some plumbing on this and it'll be good to go. But so this video is really dedicated to 2 new subscribers and also 2 relatively new Kioti tractor owners. So Mike Miller and Justin Wallace, I really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. And I know that Mike actually has an RX7320 he's ordered, which is almost identical to this one, same remotes, everything. It's a great machine. You're going to be really happy with it. And with this new Grapple on the front, I can get a lot of work done. When I bought this tractor, I actually bought a Grapple with it. Some of you early subscribers may have actually kind of seen that thing in the background where I hadn't used it yet, but it was a root Grapple, and I'll put a picture of it in here. I just didn't like the visibility of it, and I don't think it's going to carry as much material as this will. grapples are kind of like everything else. People want to argue back and forth, but for me, I feel more comfortable with this one that's a little bit more out from the machine. Dual cylinders, which can grab uneven things versus just one that's a clamshell, which that's not really what I need it for. I really want to be able to pick up logs and be able to reach into piles, under piles, and lift stuff up. So when they delivered the last one, I was like, man, that's not really what I wanted. And I reached out to Zach, my sales guy, and he's like, hey, I'll swap it out, no problem. So anyway, the other one was WR Long. You know, great product. I mean, they're a great company, they make good stuff. And for a smaller tractor, I think it'd be great. This one's just a beast. This is a big, heavy, you know, just a great grapple. And once I stop the leak in it, I'll be really happy with it. Justin, Mike, I appreciate you all watching these videos. I appreciate your support. And to all the other subscribers and all of our friends out there, we really appreciate you guys watching. And I really had other plans for these videos coming up, but you know, we're gonna have to do a lot of repairs and some maintenance and stuff out here because we have trees down. And as you've seen in the other video, I mean, the storm's been a mess. Other people had a lot worse, and we'll figure it out. We'll get it fixed. And sooner than later, we're gonna have sunshine out here and you're gonna be surprised. But it is a beautiful day here on the farm, and it's really hard to argue with that. So with that said, I appreciate you all watching these videos. If you're not a subscriber, please click that subscribe button down there and hit the like button, give us some support. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm Joe the Farmer. We out.